Very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on Sktv'S, and this is Victoria Rajkumari. Before we begin, let's take a look at the headlines first. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren expresses optimism that once state guarantees full security and restore normalcy, youths resorting to arms will diminish. Government should respond people for not resolving year-long Manipur violence, asserts Dr. Moirangthem Nara. Social Welfare Director Ngangom Uttam appeals people to consult Child Welfare Committee before sending students for job or further studies. Displaced people questioned length of stay at relief camps despite food and shelter provided by government. While the state observed 1 year of Manipur violence, Kuki militants attacked Koktruk last night again. And Indian Meteorological Department issues orange alert with heavy rainfall in 4 states of northeast, including Manipur, in the next 24 hours. With the rise in digital world, we extend our welcome and gratitude to our dearest viewers for supporting the most trusted and first ever OTT platform Sktv'S in Manipur that can be now watched globally. Now, the top stories. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren expressed optimism that once state could guarantee full security and restore normalcy, need for youths to resort arms will diminish. The Chief Minister was discussing the state's challenges, including ethnic violence and illegal immigration, in an interview with The Week. He highlighted efforts to deport illegal immigrants and recovered arms wielded by youths for self-defense against violence caused by illegal immigrants. Biren expressed hope that restoring security will eliminate the need for youths to bear arms. He also mentioned on the ongoing operations to recover arms from various areas in Manipur, emphasizing the government's commitment to restoring peace and stability in the region. The Chief Minister reflected on the challenges posed by ethnic violence in the state, which mark its unfortunate 1-year anniversary on May 3rd. Addressing reports of youth taking up arms, Biren acknowledged that the reality but emphasized that their actions were driven by self-defense rather than anti-national sentiments. He elaborated that the youths were compelled to bear arms in response to the violence perpetrated by illegal immigrants, including killings, looting and arson, etc.
इंटरनेशनल नहीं है जो नया जो हथियार पकड़ा है वो just they're simply they're trying to protect their peoples for self defense और स्टेट का मतलब वो जो पुराना माइग्रेंट इलीगल माइग्रेंट जो वो लोग की बीच से हथियार वगैरह करके लोग को मारना देखा लोग को घर जलाना देखा तो they started speaking about arms. ये हमने ये लोग को भी बोला कि if we can provide full security and the normalcy is come, I think there will be no more this youths with arms. This time also we have started picking them up, doing operation to recover the arms. Many arms also already from the Bot Valley and the hill. Arms supply थोड़ा
ये looted arms
पुलिस स्टेशन वही है बस पुलिस स्टेशन वगैरह से थोड़ा लूट किया है वही लोग हैं काफी रिकवर भी किया हुआ है और अभी भी रिकवर करने का चालू है लेकिन पब्लिक के कोऑपरेशन व्हेन दे फील फुल्ली सिक्योर इस टाइम पे हम लोग कर सकते हैं लेकिन विदाउट प्रोवाइडिंग फुल सिक्योरिटी हम इतना फोर्स भी नहीं यूज इसलिए थोड़ा हम लोग भी आगे पीछे करें इसलिए चौचानपुर में भी हुआ है सिंगार में हुआ है कालकोटी में हुआ दिल्ली में तो 4 में चौचानपुर सिंगार वगैरह में पुलिस स्टेशन से लूट हो गया लेकिन इम्फाल वैली में तो 4th 5th से शुरू हुआ सर 5th 6th से शुरू हुआ थोड़ा ये आर्म्स ट्रेनिंग्स वगैरह पुलिस स्टेशन 4-5 से हुआ.
CPI Central Control Commission member Moirangthem Nara asserted that the government is questionable if the violence will end only after achieving specific number of deaths. This was stated during the condolence ceremony of General Secretary Comrade of All India Kishan Sabha Atul Kumar Anjan held at Irawat Bhavan at BT Road today. Speaking on the occasion, Moirangthem Nara stressed the need of response from BJP government as the situation has crossed 1 year. Suggesting for political dialogue to restore peace in the state, Nara further queried the government if they are waiting for resettlement without tangible efforts rather than manipulating the public to garner their trust through false promises. CPI Manipur State Council Secretary L. Thoiren, former State Secretary of CPI L. Sotin Kumar, Manipur Lomi Lup President Comrade L. N. Singhajit and Working President of Manipur Lomi Lup S. Nilakamal attended the condolence. Tributes were offered to the departed souls on the occasion.
State Sarkar Pairi Bisu BJP ni, Center Sarkar Pairi Bisu BJP ni, Huji Pawa Tatara Nitoi Sujalaba, Chahim of Hajalaba Sibauda, solution is Purpugi Lambishi, you would have said, why? Siki Pakumsi, BJP in the Pimam Tokto. Honagini, Chahim, Honorable, Sikarito Upang de Adu, the Karamkando Honor do issue. Me machine Akanabashi on the Sirakanda, Lushingani Hyperwapam Labra, quite hanging ever, negotiate the way of Pangde, Peace Committee, Shemna Tozu, Shamma Karakidre, Praja Yawayu. Praja to invite out the canal to the game. Tical dialogue, not the Missidi Matum, the solution purpudi or it's impossible. Hanjan Heidi Madu peace process, hope you, Santi Purnabulambishi, the Changan Bio, Hana Sunova no make out the Lepan Bigo, Child level Kang of Kangushing Sigi, rehabilitate to be Hindabagilambidu, out clearly would be over.
Meanwhile, Moirangthem Nara mourned over the loss of Comrade Atul Kumar Anjan and reflected his significant contributions to the farmers' movements across India. Nara emphasized Anjan's immense contribution to the left movement, student movement and various other initiatives that aimed for betterment of the society.
Lepki movement da, Lomi Yandalunda, Tuan Satragi Ihoda, Society Sigi, Chochoba, Barot Kitenagiba, movement Kayada, Chitabalatana Yorokiba, Hogiba, Tarikahum, Ayuki, Noalandai Hunga, meaning the food and Nimagi. Makinsha Nabanita Semudi, Adu Chay Karasi, man never Mashangam Diedana, Patan Lati, till he is dead, Magi spirit was very high. Rumagumba Mishakama. Mangjabasi, it's not only Communist Party Giwadanati, Samaj social progress, Lainana movement Kato, but Sigi Manunda, Magi contribution is Hector Mopam the Leramani. Sumain Todana, Miyama Sigi, sure no hingi, but Miyama Sigi on them, Mapunchi Katopum Moke, Honagi Bamishakasi, Quena Ninchimutui.
Tanglei Hada Manipur Kanbalov Relief Camp Committee Oinam and NSS Oinam observed May 3rd yesterday. An interaction program was also organized along with the victims residing at Thambal Marik College Oinam Relief Camp. Several tributes were offered and a 2-minute silence was observed to show homage to the departed souls on the occasion. Speaking to media, victims explained their struggle for livelihood and expressed their earnest desires to end the year-long conflict. Highlighting their challenges when a resident falls sick, they raised their concerns to return to their respective homes. Apart from the shelter and food provided by the government, people questioned about the duration of their stay at the relief camps.
Matam sangna koi sahi ma phare aduna koi ware hingbada ware direken da pusi ka apikam rakre mai den na khamira budi mam lewa pasa padu khamira budi adu akui rike basa koi aya na lai kiduna ba akui mangja su ai cha do kitang di lai le su kitang tambang ngamdra aduna koi se kamai toro ka cha chu sing je mi ma na ba kanu da ngambang ngam gadra hajra ku khajabani
Wala lahat sila kinumatam na isasin, ipuloy ba, yung po ako yung may amsa na siya nila ko pa ang tao, itong ang mga sana na kinulim ito, kasi sa iyo mo pare. Kung yun na, tamo siya, ay mo yun sa iyo mo pare, ay mo siya, tamo siya, napin, mayam na di matingang na panggit. Like mo kaya mapilun, kaya mapibigyan mo, ano na tipin mga biyay ko yung lahingin.
Situation has remained tense in the peripheral areas of Kangpokpi in Imphal West with the completion of one-year violence in Manipur. As per a report received via SKTV News, tension erupted at Koktruk last night after Kuki militants started firing and targeted people of Valley. Village volunteers of Koktruk retaliated against the attack, due to which cross-firing continued for an hour. However, there was no report of casualties during the cross-firing. Indian Meteorological Department has issued orange alert for 4 states of Northeast, that is Nagaland, Manipur and Tripura, with heavy rainfall predicted in the next 24 hours. As per IMD report, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura are likely to get isolated heavy to heavy rainfall of 115.5 to 204.4 millimeter on May 5th, which is tomorrow. The report added that a cyclonic circulation lies over northeast Assam and trough runs from North Bihar to Manipur in the lower tropospheric levels. Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura will likely get heavy rainfall accompanied by thunderstorms and lightning with gusty winds of 40 to 50 km per hour in the next 5 days. Graduation day of 2018 to 19 MBBS BDS pass-out batch of JENIMS was held at the auditorium of the institute. Vice-Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor N. Lokendra, JENIMS Medical Superintendent K.H. Lokeshwar, Dental College Principal Professor Nirdharsh D. Hedge, and Director of JENIMS, Professor L. Doben, among others, attended the event. Graduation certificates were distributed to MBBS, BDS pass-out students during the event. Speaking at the event, Professor N. Lokendra stated that the people beyond Manipur are preferring doctors who had passed out from medical institutions of Manipur. He further advised the pass-out doctors to show kindness, dedication and sacrifice during their services. Meanwhile, Dr. L. Deben asserted that JENIMS has become one of the most popular medical institutions in northeast region of India. He also urged the faculties of the institute to impart knowledge to the students with full dedication.
Medicine is not just about treating illness, but also about providing proper care to the patients. You will encounter patients from all walks of life, and it is your responsibility to provide them with the best possible care. Now that you have cleared your MBBS and a BDS degree, many of you will be shifting to new places and new institutions to begin your residency training at highly esteemed medical schools. As you work to learn the clinical side of medicine, I urge you to stay calm, committed, and also to be flexible in your approach to any issues that might arise during the course of your study as well as practice.
Till today, we have completed 50 numbers of renal transplant, where in any government medical college has not started in Manipur. Even though our fund is limited, 20 crores only we are having from the government of Manipur in the form of grant in aid. So, if there is a will, without having any equipment, Professor Thoiba, Sister Jayanti, and some of the doctors from urology, they went to Delhi directly and we have purchased those equipments. Then we have started this renal transplant in war footing. Whatever renal transplant we have done here, maximum expenditure is 1 lakh. Whereas in the private hospital, 15 to 20 lakhs. But what is the difference here? That is the free of cost. Because of these two schemes, PMJY and CMHT card.
With an aim to promote Meitei Mayek, Meitei Irol Yek Loina Salon Apunbalub, in short, Milal, is undergoing the process of educating Meitei Mayek to Manipuris scattered in Kasar district, Assam, and to open a branch office of Milal as well. Milal Publicity Secretary Soibam Arun in a press release stated that the organization is joining hands with state government's Directorate of Language Planning and Implementation to proceed further in educating Meitei Mayek not only in Manipur but beyond Manipur as well. On the other hand, the release informed that state-level Meitei Mayek competition will be held on July 14. Arms and ammunition were recovered during search operations and area dominations conducted by security forces in the fringe and vulnerable areas of Hill and Valley districts yesterday. One carbine machine gun with magazine, 2 9mm pistol with magazine, 2 HE-36 hand grenade, 1 500-gram IED and 16 ammunition from Nakuzang village hill range in Kangpokpi district were recovered during the search operation. Besides, 1 carbine machine gun with empty magazine, 1 9mm pistol with empty magazine, 4 HE-36 grenade, 1 51mm mortar illumination shell, 1 2-inch mortar shell, 60 live ammunition, 2 Boingfeng radio set from Sangaithel of Imphal West were also recovered. A team led by Waikom Srivas, Nodal Officer of National Food Security Mission, Agriculture Department, inspected paddy fields in Kumbi constituency today. During the inspection, Dr. K.H. Nimaichan, SMS of Plant Health Clinic, Agriculture Department, along with staffs, discussed with Wangu Terakong Lokol, Wangu Lokol and Wangu Khajing Kombi farmers about the pathogen attack and distributed free insecticides to help them mitigate these issues. Speaking to media, Subhas directed the farmers to prepare for early cropping from December. He assured to provide necessary support from the department. Subhas also outlined plans to distribute RCM 12 seeds for early cropping across 200 hectares of land. This initiative aims to enable double cropping with overarching goal of attaining self-sufficient food and boost food production. Meanwhile, farmer K.H. Samu of Kumbi praised the Agriculture Department officers for conducting the inspection and inquiring about the facilities available to farmers.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯈꯠꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯧꯃꯤ ꯏꯆꯤꯟ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯐꯧꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯍꯜꯂꯒ ꯂꯤꯡꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯂꯧꯍꯣꯟ ꯍꯨꯜꯂꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯂꯧꯍꯣꯟ ꯍꯨꯜꯂꯒ ट्रांसप्लांट तौबना अखोई लिंथोकपसे सिने डिसेंबर स्वाइदगी अखोई अंगन फौ तौननबगी डबल क्रॉपिंग तौननबगी थौरांगसे अखोई सेम सादना लेरगा डिपार्टमेंट की माइकैदगी सु पीबे याबा यंगसनबे याबा अखोइना अदुम सेनजगनी फंगहनजगनी कानबा खुदोंचाबा कयामा तानमिनरगा अदुमाइन तौदना अखोई पाइखतजगे हाइबा अदुगुंबै पांदमदा असि लाक्चबा लौफम ओइना चजरगा अखोई हंदककी पीगिबसे थेंगबसे थेंगना लौपरी चनीगी मयाने अखोइना हंदक मरु इजदना लौमी सिनाउसिंग दा अखोइना फंगहनजरगा समाइना डबल क्रॉपिंग तौरगा चाथोक लैबा अखोई अवारपा लैबा चिंजाक तमिपान तांगदबा इरमदम मणिपुर अमा ओइननबगी पांदमदुदनी ngasi अखोइना लाक्चदना अखोइना कोइना चलगा लबुक लौमी चिन्हाउसिंग उनदना यंगसनजरिबा सुंबा ngasi की खोंगचसे
Christian Heritage Institute, in short CHI, located in Tamenglong district, organized career counseling come first CHI Open Day 2024 at the institute today. Resource person to Tian Karim Gailu R. Panmay shared career options for students who had appeared class 10. During the career counseling, subject teachers also shared thorough understanding on each subject that the CHI is offering and the scope of subjects if pursued as their career. Sections of people across the state, including Meitei residing beyond Manipur, commemorated May 3rd by holding candlelight vigils yesterday as the unrest in Manipur completed a year since it erupted on May 3rd last year. Meanwhile, in Delhi, Solidarity Day was also observed in the presence of Thoubal and Kaching district Apunbalup, in short Tagdal members. Tagdal, along with several organizations, also observed Manipur Solidarity Day at various parts in the state yesterday evening. Meanwhile, Kairak Apunba Maira Paibi Nupilup also observed May 3rd at Kaithel Lampa Community Hall in Kaching district by holding candlelight vigil yesterday. The organizations blamed both state and central governments for the present unrest situation. Maira Paibis also shouted slogans to end the conflict and restore peace in Manipur. Meanwhile, residents of Wabagai and officials of Langsai Thongna Kaching carried out candlelight vigils to pay tribute to the deceased souls at Wabagai Lamkai Bazaar and Kaching Lamkai, respectively. Kongpal Chanam Lekai Development Organization KCDO has observed Raising Day for Indigenous People to commemorate May 3rd under the theme Salute to Martyrs who have awakened the indigenous people. The event was held at KCDO Community Hall at Kurai Chanam Lekai in Imphal East yesterday. The attendees paid tribute and observed 1 minute silence to honor the departed souls who sacrificed their lives for the state during the prevailing crisis. Addressing as resource person of the event, advisor of Indigenous Peoples Front of Manipur, Jagat Singh, highlighted the underlying purpose of the event. Meanwhile, a member of KCDO, Jayshree Nauram, emphasized the impact of one-year-long conflict to the state's youths, especially school and college students. Shillong Manipuri Students' Union, in short SMSU, observed 1 year completion of ongoing crisis in the state as Black Day at the Manipur House, Laitung Kra in Shillong yesterday. During the commemoration, protest was held against the attack on indigenes by illegal immigrants. Speaking on the occasion, President of Shillong Manipuri Students' Union, Jongtham Thangamba Meitei, condemned the negligence of both central and state governments, despite the fact that the crisis has been going on for a year, which has led to death, arson, and left thousands of homeless. He further urged the government to take right decision to resolve the crisis and protect indigenous population.
We, the Shillong Manipuri Students' Union, we are observing today the Black Day as a sign of a very sad moment where the Kuki and Meiteis has begun the conflict on the 3rd May of last year, and then now it has become a year today, that is 3rd May 2024. It is a very sad moment to think over and to witness such inhumane type of situation that is happening in Manipur. And we believe that the government must do something where it will identify that this is the proper solution, and then on top of it, immigrants from Myanmar should be stopped. To every communities, let's not go hand to hand with war, let's go with a peace solution, love each other.
Indian Red Cross Society IRCS Manipur State Branch, in collaboration with Enhance Manipur Changangai Makha, organized a one-day blood donation camp at Jenims. A total of 12 individuals donated blood during the camp. In connection with World Red Cross Day 2024 that falls on May 8, another blood donation camp is scheduled on May 6 at RIMS. Furthermore, IRCS will be hosting leaders meet at its Manipur State Branch office in Thangal Bazaar with leaders from various civil society organizations, Maira Paibis and students' organization. As a part of month-long observance of World Red Cross Day, Indian Red Cross Society IRCS Bishnupur District Branch distributed to children staying at Thambal Murray College Oinam Relief Camp. Meanwhile, water testing on water used by people staying at relief camps in Bishnupur District was also launched today. Now, the national news. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has diminished recent comments made by US President Joe Biden describing India as xenophobic. Instead, he emphasized India's history of openness and hospitality towards individuals from diverse societies. According to ANI report citing an English daily, Jaishankar refuted the allegation that the Indian economy was faltering. He said that the Citizenship Amendment Act introduced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led government showcases India's welcoming approach. He added that the act is to open up doors for people who are in trouble, which should be opened to people who have the need and claim to come to India. Meanwhile, hours after Biden termed India, Japan and other nations xenophobic, the White House clarified the president's intentions of emphasizing his respect for allies and partners. White House Press Secretary Karen Jean asserted that the president's comments were part of a broader message emphasizing the strength derived from America's immigrant heritage. She stressed that Biden's focus remains on bolstering diplomatic relationships with nations such as India and Japan, which is evident in his actions over the past 3 years. Catholic Association of Nagaland, in short CAN, has raised concerns about the BJP's plan to conduct cleanliness drives in church compounds across the state on May 11, especially with 5 of the 7 phases of the Lok Sabha elections still pending. As per Northeast Now News, CAN stated that any unconventional proposal by a political party during an ongoing election period could be perceived as an election tactic. Moreover, any initiative involving the property of another group without consent reflects a lack of respect and disregards the right to property recognized as a human right by the Supreme Court. Highlighting the significant increase in atrocities against Christians in India in recent years, with over 150 recorded incidents of violence in the first 3 months of 2024 alone, CAN cited instances of destruction of church properties and entire buildings in neighboring states of Nagaland like Assam and Manipur over the past year. Asserting the Catholic Church's authority over its religious properties, including sacred worship spaces maintained with sanctity and dignity, CAN reiterated its non-political stance. It urged all political parties and public servants to uphold the values and freedoms guaranteed by both tradition and the Constitution of the nation. Now the sports news. FC Lamjau secured a victory against Trau Kwakaithel, while Nesu Kurai emerged victorious against YPHU Lalambung in the 37 and 38 matches of the 16th Manipur State League 2023-24 hosted by All Manipur Football Association Imphal. FC Lamjau triumphed over Trau Kwakaithel with a score of 2-0 at DSA Kakshing Ground in the 37th league match. Meanwhile, Nesu Kurai clinched 1-0 win against YPHU Lalambung in the 38th league match held in Imphal. Meanwhile, Thambalkhong and FC Imphal emerged victory in the Under-17 Women's Khelo India Football League Tournament 2024 hosted by All Manipur Football Association Youth Welfare Club at Artificial Turf Ground Lamlong, Thongkong. Youth Welfare Club Thambalkhong secured a victory against ICSA Urengbam with a score of 10-1 in the 22nd league match. Meanwhile, FC Imphal clinched 18-0 win against Kuman Football Academy in the 23rd league match. ICSA Urengbam will take on YWC Langtabal in the first match, followed by FC Imphal squaring off against ESU Wankai in the second match on May 8. Manipur women football team will be playing the second match with Sikkim this afternoon. Manipur team defeated Jharkhand by 7-0 during Senior Women National Football Championship for Rajmata Jijabai Trophy 2023-24, which is being held in Kolkata. The championship was organized by All India Football Federation since May 1st, with the participation of 12 teams in 2 groups of single-round robin format. Manipur, being in Group B, had been playing the games with full potential to secure the title group winner. Manipur team was led by team coach Nongmai Kapam Itocha, team manager Oinam Bembem, goalkeeping coach Lorembam Roni Bala and physiotherapist Nazmeen Pathan. Manipur Mixed Martial Arts Association has announced that a trial selection to set up Indian team for Gamma Asian MMA Championship 2024, which will be hosted at Calicut in Kerala, is scheduled on May 18. According to a statement released by Publicity and Propaganda Secretary of the Association, Kasham Joyprakash, a seminar on national referee or judges will also be organized during the first Northeast Zone MMA and Striking MMA Championship 2024 will be held from June 7 to 9 at DPS of Durgapur at Siliguri in West Bengal. The announcement further stated that any interested individuals can visit Manipur Mixed Martial Arts Association at Kurai Puthibalaikai or contact 70056890003 or 977-417-6292 for more information. Meanwhile, Taekwondo Black Belt Master Thokchom Tarun Kumar Meitei has been appointed as the Technical Committee of Manipur Mixed Martial Arts Association after approval from Chairman of Technical Committee, Master C.H. Premchandra Singh. Now the weather report. According to report of ICAR Regional Center Lamphel, the maximum temperature reached as high as 30 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature dropping to 18.5 degrees Celsius. The humidity is forecasted to be around 91% in the morning and 47% in the evening. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongthavam Biren expresses optimism that once state guarantees full security and restore normalcy, youths resorting to arms will diminish. Government should respond people for not resolving year-long Manipur violence, asserts Dr. Moirangthem Nara. Social Welfare Director Ngangong Uttam appeals people to consult the Child Welfare Committee before sending students for job or further studies. Displaced people questioned length of stay at relief camps despite food and shelter provided by government. While the state observed 1 year of Manipur violence, Kuki militants attacked Koktruk last night. And Indian Meteorological Department issues orange alert with heavy rainfall in 4 states of Northeast, including Manipur, in the next 24 hours. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News, the first ever OTT platform in Manipur. Please visit SKTV website skyic.in to download SKTV app. You can now access Google Play Store to download the app for free. SKTV iOS app is now also accessible on Apple App Store. For early access, use the QR code. Join us for real-time news updates, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive analysis of current affairs in Manipur. Till then, good night.